Right. Hello, Sandra. I see you. All right. Welcome, everyone. I might lower the thing a little bit more, and this right here is my microwave. I think you guys can see pretty okay. So this is a live for anyone coming across my YouTube video. This is a live, so there's no editing out or anything like that. So if you don't like long videos, this is not for you. Hi, Griselda. All right, let me log into my YouTube so I can see your comments. And today we're going to be coloring chocolate. All right, I can see your comments now. More, better. Okay, I can see your comments now. I gotta lower my thing though. Okay, so I asked you guys to vote. Hi, first time watching. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Yvette. I asked you guys to vote on what colors you guys wanted to color today. Coloring chocolate, it is not a very exciting thing. It is time consuming, but I hear you guys that you guys are struggling with it. You guys don't know how to get dark colors or light colors. You know, you guys are having a hard time with it. So I hear you. Hola, Dani, ya listísimas para aprender. Hi, Liz. Hi, Diana. Hi, Nicole. Hi, everyone tuning in. Hi. Hi, I'm here per usual. Thank you, Wendy. And hi, Patty. Okay, so I asked you guys to vote. These are the colors you guys ended up voting for. These were the top 4 right here. So you might see them different from what I see. So that's how it is, though. Hi from Texas. Hi, Yesenia. So this right here we call forest green. It looks a little bit more turquoise on the screen here, but it is like a dark color. This right here we call maroon, which is close to burgundy. This right here is mint. I know it kind of looks like a Tiffany blue on the screen, but it is a lighter than what it seems on the thing. And this right here we have is coral. Okay? So these are the 4 colors we're going to try to obtain today. So this is not a how to melt your chocolate. I do have a live on how to melt chocolate. I will list it in the description box once I'm done. If you guys need help with melting your chocolate, because I will not be covering today how to melt it, okay? I will be melting it though, but I won't be covering it. What else? That's it, I think. Okay, so I melt, I use Merkin Super White, okay? So this right here is Merkin's Super White. Okay. This I get from my local supply store, which is Jane's. Okay, if you are looking for an online store, I know Lolly Cakes by Ella has Merkin Super White. Sugary Essentials has Merkin Super White, and Lavender Bake Shop, I think she just does pickup if you live in the Miami area. Okay, so this is my go-to chocolate. This is what I use. I usually, there's times where I start with just white, and there's times where I start with pre-colored stuff, which I will show you right now. Okay, so which color should we do first? You guys pick. Okay, so let me know in the comments. Hi, hello everyone. Let me know what color. So we do this one first, which is forest green, maroon, mint, or coral. Okay, the first 2 ones, like 2 same that I see, I will do that one. All right, so right now I see 4 different colors. So I see 2 maroon already. So we're gonna start with maroon. Okay, so for maroon, also for, in parentheses, these bowls that I'm using, I never use them to melt chocolate, but I don't want to use my regular bowls because they are too big, and I don't want to melt a lot of chocolate because, to be honest, I'm not going to use this chocolate. I don't have orders that are going to have coral or mint or all the colors you guys chose. I have no orders that go with these colors. So I don't want to waste chocolate. So I'm using these smaller bowls, but I don't recommend them because they get hot. Okay, but we're going to go with it. Okay, so I have a little bit of white chocolate. So we are doing the maroon. Okay, so I have white chocolate here. So I have Merkin's red. Okay. Usually Merkin's red does melt really smooth, but for those that can't get their hands on Merkin's red, this is what I do, okay? So I do half and half. Okay, half and half. Why don't I just use red? Like red candy melt, why don't I just use it? Because sometimes it depends on the brand, it can be very thick. So what the white does for me, it thins it out. Okay, so when I mix both colors, it helps me thin it out. And second, it helps me achieve a red base already, not a super red, but I will end up using less color. Okay, I'll end up using less color because I already have a base of a reddish tone. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the microwave, and I'm not gonna tell you how much time I'm going to put because you guys will be like, Danira, but just for the sake of the live, okay, so let me be. All right, we're doing maroon first. Okay, so while that's going, I want you guys to look at maroon, which is here, and in person it looks much darker. There it looks kind of lightish. It kind of looks like a plum there, but it's lighter. I mean, it's darker. Okay, so when you guys look at this color, what colors do you see? What colors do you see? Okay, let me know in the comments. I will start reading some. So what colors do you think that I'll get a maroon? Okay, I want to hear you guys. I'm gonna take this out, and I'm gonna give it a thing. Black and red, red, brown, blue, purple, brown, purple. Okay. A lot of us get stuck, red and brown. A lot of us get stuck looking at these colors, and you're like, I have no idea where to start. I have no idea where to begin. And some of us like have like, you know, you guys are saying brown, some of you guys are saying blue, some of you guys are saying brown, purple, red, like different, you guys are seeing different things, okay? So what helps me immensely, there's not a lot of help on Google for chocolate, but what there is a lot of is help with coloring frosting and coloring royal icing, okay? So when I have a hard color to do, I don't Google or YouTube how to color maroon chocolate, because the odds of me finding a video that's gonna tell me that or show me, they're very slim, okay? So what you're gonna do is look up how to make maroon royal icing, and you'll find color charts, you'll find blogs about what they, you know, how to obtain it, and you can apply that to chocolate. Not 100%, but you'll find the base, like you'll find the color that be like, okay, kind of that makes sense, and you'll try it. Okay, so let me show you. I need to put gloves on because this is gonna be messy. Coloring chocolate can be super messy. Okay, so it's already there. I'm just gonna keep stirring. I want to show you guys what I have right now. It kind of looks, you know, red swirls. So I'm gonna incorporate everything, the white with the red, but I'm not gonna put it in no more because it's pretty melted already. Okay, why I'm doing this, I got this color chart off Google. Okay, this color chart is free. You can see it on Google. You don't have to pay for it. This is for cookie icing. Okay, maroon is on here. A lot of colors are on here. Dusty rose, lavender, plum, grape, black, deep chocolate brown, khaki, skin tone, and it gives you an idea on the bottom. It tells you like what colors, you know, to use. Okay, here's my thing. I don't know if it's because I am naive. I don't want to call myself dumb, but I just, some of the language that is on these color charts, I don't understand. Okay, so let me tell you what I don't understand. Okay, this is pretty much there. Okay, so this is what happens when we combine red and white. Okay, so we started with some reddish in there, so that means we'll use less red coloring. Okay, let me explain something to you about this, why I put gloves on. Okay, so on these color charts, let me read how to make Let me read how to make, let me pick a color. Okay, let's pick grape. Okay, so grape is down here. This is grape. Okay. It says 6 parts violet plus 1 part black. Hi, everyone. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean 6 drops? If it is 6 drops, why don't they put 6 drops? What does it mean 6 parts violet, 1 part black? I don't understand that language. And I'm being honest, like I don't get it. So if you guys can school me and teach me what that means, let me know. What I use a color chart is literally just to grab the 2 colors I need. So I know for grape, it tells me that I need violet and I need black. Okay? So there's no violet chocolate. There is, but it comes out more of a chocolate, of a purplish. Not really a violet. So if it tells me violet and black, I will make a violet base tone. Like I'll make a base that it's violet. And then I'll add some black. And I'll just play around with it. Okay. All right, you guys are schooling me whatever measurements you are using, but I don't use measurements. For every 6 drops, there's 1 black. So if you use 12, then you need 2 black. Part is used as reference for measurement. Part is in measurement you use. So if you use drops, then replace the word part. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you. Yeah, who does that though? Do you guys do that? Tell me. I want to hear you guys. Okay, let me move on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using Chef Master Red. Okay, and I'm gonna get this red. Okay, before you guys come at me with the questions of does adding all that extra coloring affect the chocolate, my answer is gonna be no. Okay, I have done it a million times, even after you guys told me like mine tastes bitter, mine changed it, like the taste changed. I have tasted it over and over again because I'm trying to taste what you guys taste, and for me it still tastes like chocolate. Okay, so I can't taste what you taste for some of you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna add here. I'm sorry, I know I keep talking, but I need to explain myself. Okay, so you guys are telling me that, you know, the part and it's the measurements, whatever you're using. So for me, I don't ever use measurements, even for my royal icing. I don't use teaspoons, or I literally always pour out from here. So mine are always, I guess, will be considered drops. Okay, it's also going to depend on how much we have. Okay, so I have maybe close to a pound in chocolate in here. So if you have way more, then you're gonna need way more coloring than what I'm gonna show you right now. You guys understand that? You guys, what I'm doing here is kind of helping you find the colors and letting you know what, you need more red, and you need a little bit of black, or you need a little bit of purple. But you guys, this is to show you that it's not really to teach you. You need 10 drops of red and 1 drop of purple. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna count because honestly, I tried to count my drops. There's no way. I literally squeeze out like if I do this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll be here all night. So I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. So you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna pour a lot because I already know that I need a lot. So literally, yes, that much. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna mix it. Always make sure that you shake your bottles, or else it'll thicken up your chocolate, because the oil and the coloring needs to get combined, or else it's gonna ruin your chocolate. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I squirt. That's what I do. I squirt the bottle. That kind of sounded dirty. I'm sorry. Okay. I squirt the bottle, and then I just go from there. So right here. All right. So this is, it turned more darker, but it's not the red that I want. Okay, so I'm gonna go, really, Sandra? What powders? Are you talking about the sugar art powders? Or which powders are you using? Because I tried the sugar art and it was a no for me. I actually tried it this past weekend. I'll stick to my candy coloring. Okay. So when you have a big order, and these colors are, you know, they're not basic colors. They're, you know, colors out there. So if you have a big order, you have to do Rice Krispies, pretzels, cake pops, apples, right? And to get this color that we're going to do twice can be a little tricky. You can do it, but it's going to be a little tricky. So you need to start learning. Well, I'm going to do 5 dozen of, you know, in total. How much chocolate do I need for 5 dozen? At the beginning, the first time, you're not going to know, because you don't know. You've never done it. But if you're doing it already 4 times, 5 times, and you still have no idea how much it takes for 5 dozen trees, how much chocolate you need to fix that. You need to work on that and write it down. For 5 dozen cake pops, Rice Krispies, whatever it is, I need 5 pounds of chocolate. And that way, when you're gonna melt a certain color, like burgundy or, you know, hard colors, you can melt your 5 pounds and color it all at once. And then you have your treats for, you know, it can cover all the treats without worrying about, damn it, you know, like, I still need to do 24 and I already ran out, and I have to do this color all over again. It's important to track how much chocolate you are using for your stuff. For this reason here, okay? I used the Lorenz powder and it worked really well. I haven't tried the Lorenz. For those coming in late, this is Merkin Super White and red. Okay, so yes, I'm using a lot of coloring. You guys see, I'm trying to get a really dark, deep red, okay? Because maroon is dark, okay? So a lot of you guys question, like, how are you guys getting these dark colors and how are you getting these bold colors? One, a lot of us use filter, a lot of contrast. I know I do, okay? So when you see on Instagram these beautiful pictures, some of the time, most of the time, 90% of the time, they're edited. They're edited pictures, meaning I add a little bit more contrast, a little bit more saturation. If you are not doing that, you need to do that, okay? You need to start editing your pictures. Okay, that's one. Okay, so what you see on Instagram and Facebook, not all the time is what in reality it is. Okay, that's one. 2, we are using a lot of coloring. A lot. Okay, so one thing that I do want to maybe even do this year that's in my head, I want to start charging more when I get colors like this. Because look how long it's taking me to obtain this, and it's only 1 pound of chocolate. So what I have to do a lot is going to take way more coloring, way more time. So instead of using, you know, compare it to a white base or a light pink base or a hot pink base, this is way more time consuming. So it's more time for us, more of our time. Okay? If you need help getting the right consistency of chocolate, I have a whole full video on just how I melt chocolate. It's literally 1 hour long. You can find it here on the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. This is a couple of weeks ago. I did it. So you can watch that if you need help getting your consistency right. Okay, so right now I have this. Right? That's the red that I want to start off with, okay? I might be adding more red. So I have a good base. Okay? And it's still running. Yvette says, I charge extra because it's more time. Yeah, I need to start doing the same because honestly, it's a lot of work. A lot of time. Okay, so I'm going to add some purple. Okay, so this looks like it's purple, but it says that it's violet. Okay, so I am going to open it up. And my bottles, do not judge them. They're dirty and, you know, coloring is everywhere. Don't come for me. So I'm going to start off with a little bit. So meaning I try to count for you guys, but I don't. That's more than a few drops. Okay, I did like 3, I don't know, 3 little squirts. All right, and I'm going to mix it. And then you're going to go from there. You're going to be like, you know what? This is kind of, I like where it's going. I'm going to keep adding more because I want a deeper tone. Okay. Another tip that I want to give you guys is every time you take an order and the customer is like, let's say their color is maroon and they tell you, oh, my colors are maroon and gold. You're like, okay, got it. And then you go on Google and you're like, maroon, let me search up the shade of maroon because I don't really know what it is. You go on Google and then you'll get literally like 10 different, hundreds of shades of maroon. You're like, well, which one is it? There's so many. So to avoid upset customers, I'm adding a lot now because I can already tell. I saw what it did to my chocolate. So I'm like, I need more of it. So I'm going to add more. What are they saying? Oh. So what I like to ask for my customers is, can you send me your shade? I like literally when it's a specific color like this or a hard one. There's so many different shades. I remember I have had orders where they tell me, oh, can I get a Tiffany blue? It's a Tiffany blue and a white or whatever it is. And then I'm like, okay. And then I try my hardest to get like a Tiffany blue. I'm like there like yellow and white and green and like blue and like just trying to make it a perfect Tiffany blue. And then I see pictures of their table and I see pictures and it's literally like 4 different shades of blue. Not even Tiffany, it's like light blue and then it looks like a greenish blue. And I'm like, that is not Tiffany. So I just like to always ask for a reference. Like send me a picture of the invitation, send me a picture of the shade of your centerpiece. I don't care what it is, but send me some inspiration, okay? Because we all see colors different, okay? All right, so I want to show you guys how it's looking. On the screen, it looks red. It still looks the same, but it's changing color. It looks more, I see the purple tone in it now. It's getting more deeper and darker. So I'm going to keep adding more, okay? So when you're first starting off and you don't want to mess up your chocolate, start little by little and you'll get better at it. And you'll just start knowing, you guys, I'm so bad at like, I think me getting better at this was just from experience. Because like I said, reading that chart, I'm like, what does that mean? 6 parts and 1 part? Like, I don't understand it. Okay, so I'm going to added a lot of purple in there. That's a good question. Does, you know, like when we do royal icing, it develops after a few hours or overnight, it gets deeper. I don't think chocolate does that. I feel like it does change a little bit, but I don't feel like it gets deeper and deeper. So I'm not the type to stop where I'm like, okay, it's going to get darker in an hour. No, I color it till I see what I like. What happened to me once, I'm going to look at my color. I'm going to add a little bit more purple. What happened to me once is I had a customer who wanted, I think it was a baptism. I'm not sure. It was a birthday. And she had told me baby blue and gold, I think it was. And until the day, the week of that the order was due, I was the one that messaged her and I said, can you send me your shade of baby blue? Why? Because I already know. I already knew that we all our definition of light blue is with other people is very different. For me, light blue is like this. And for some of you guys, that's sky blue. And light blue is like a very light tone of light, like, you know, blue, like very light, very subtle. So we all have different. So anyway, so, and then she sent me the picture and I was like, okay. And because it was a big order, so I had to do everything the same color, so I did it all in one batch. And for some reason, the strawberries had sat in my fridge for maybe a few hours before she picked up. And then she picked them up, and then she called me, and she said, like, you know, the strawberries were like a whole different shade, and, you know, she was unhappy about it. And I was like, but, and I saw it myself, but what happened is, I think because of the red strawberries, the tone, like, it just made my color change. I had never seen that happen before, and it was a learned lesson for me. But yeah, okay, you guys, I am happy with that. Fondant pieces change. Yeah, I found it. I have seen it like under the sun, or if it like sunlight's touching it or something, it will change. A pink, purple, sometimes black will do that. Okay. Do you guys think I should add more purple, more red? I know it's hard on the camera to see, but in person, it's a really dark red with some purple tones in it. I can add more purple. Let me add a few. I say a few, but honestly, I squirted. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna add. Okay, and then we're gonna move on. I'm telling you, coloring chocolate tastes time consuming, and we still have 3 colors to go. Okay, but this is, you guys, for those that are asking how do I get dark colors, it's a lot of coloring. A lot of coloring. Actually, I have, before this sets, I do have some extra cake pops that I want to dip in this. So it's still running. It did not ruin my chocolate. It is still running. Okay, and let me show you guys, but I know probably you guys can't really see it. Okay, so let me take off my gloves. If you're going to be adding brown into this, I don't think it needs it. From my point of view, from what I've seen here and my picture here. Here, let me lift it up. But here it looks more plum. Right here it looks more purplish. But in person, it is more red. But for me, that's pretty close. And I'm telling you, the color on screen is off a little bit from what you guys are seeing. Okay, so for the person, or I don't know who it is, Tiffany, who said add some brown. Okay, so if you guys are wanting to add brown because you guys see brown in it and you guys like it needs brown, there's no brown candy, brown coloring. So you would have to melt chocolate, milk chocolate, in a separate bowl and then pour it in there so it can get that brown tonish that you're looking for. Okay, that's the only way. Okay, let's move on. What? Oh, I was gonna dip. Okay, while I'm dipping cake pops, I'm just gonna dip 2. Okay, only 2. While I'm doing this, can you guys let me know what color should we do next? So left is forest green, coral, or mint. Okay, I'm gonna throw my gloves away. Alright, I saw mint. The coloring definitely changes from when it's wet to wet. That's why I wanted to show you guys, because I knew one of you guys were gonna tell me that that it changes color once from here to when it dries. So that's why I have the cake pops, because I want to be able to show the difference. In case it is a different color, then I want to be able to show you guys that. So I can prepare for you guys. All right, I'm gonna do mint next. Mint. So this is not a cake pop course, so I'm just dipping to show you guys when it dries. So I'm gonna let that set for a minute, and I'm gonna start with the green. So I have some chocolate already melted here, but it got hard already, so it shouldn't take long to melt it again. I'm gonna cover my cake pops. Let me melt this. Alright, and I'm scared to go for it just because it's still not dry, and honestly this bowl right here, it is not the best to dip. It's not deep enough for me. I'm gonna have to tilt a lot, and I'm gonna have to move my cake pop stick too much, and I like to just go like this and like this, but with this I'm not gonna be able to do that because my bowl is too short. Alright, Alright, I'm going to show you guys the color, and you guys tell me what you guys see. Okay, so this is melted. I'm going to give this, set that there for a minute. So this is, I know there it kind of looks Tiffany, but it's mint green for me. When I looked it up, I got these colors. For me, mint green is a very light tone of green, but yeah. So what do you guys see?
I see blue.
Here. What color? Alright, I'm gonna dip my cake pop now. Good luck to me. Light green, baby blue, mint. You can't see, it is mint, but what colors do you think we need for mint? Alright, I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna let it dry. Green and yellow, baby blue. Okay, so hooray, none of them fell. I'm gonna put this back here because we're not gonna use it anymore. By the way, red coloring is very, it gets everywhere. Light blue, light green. Okay, next question for you guys. So why I start doing that. For you, what is mint? When they tell you, I want a mint color. Hi, Adrisa. When they ask you for a mint color, what do you think about? Do you go for a green tone, or you're thinking about like a Tiffany blue? Because the way you guys are describing baby blue, yellow, green, for me, that's Tiffany blue. Okay? For me, green, mint, for me, it's a light tone of green. Yeah, like a pale green. For me, that's mint. Tiffany, see, this is proof right here that we all think differently about colors. We see colors in a very different way. So make sure you pay attention to that when you're talking to your customers. All right, and these are pretty much dry already. It makes me think of mint chocolate chip. Okay, see? Mint chocolate chip, that is a good... That's how I think of mint. That's how I think of mint. Like that type of green. Just pretend this is a little bit darker, okay? Because right here it looks lighter. This is a very dark red. I think from my perspective, from what I'm seeing, I did a really good job. Okay, enough talking. Let's move on to the next color. So I'm going to start with green. Okay, I'm going to start with green. I know you guys see blue, and I see a little bit of blue on the picture itself, but let's start with some green. Okay, so this green is from Chocolate Chameleon green. I have to put gloves on, or else it's gonna get everywhere. Same here. Ice cream mint green. Yes, that's what you guys are, my type of people. Because that's what I think of when I think of mint. Sandra, I didn't see your first comment, but I can see the lesson learned. It made me feel so bad that I didn't match. I've been there, and that's why I learned my lesson too. And now I ask for the shades. I asked for the shades, even like I said, when they asked me for a baby pink, I'm like, what is baby pink? Like, is that a light pink, or is that even like a lower tone of light pink? You know what I mean? Oh crap! I already added some here. It's already falling. So gonna give that a mix. Okay, so something that I see a lot of people do, especially with skin tone colors, that they think like they're looking at it and they're like, well, that kind of looks already minty, like, you know, it kind of looks already light green. But you want to keep going a little bit more, because once you dip your stuff in it, it's gonna look very, very pale. So go a little bit extra, just a tiny bit. So I guess it's like kind of the opposite of royal icing. Royal icing, you want to stop before you even get the color that you really want. With chocolate, I go a little bit extra. Oh, did I close it? I go a little bit more, because I feel it kind of, especially with light tones, it kind of just looses and it goes a very pale. Okay. You guys, we're already at 6:40. My goal was to be done at literally 7 o'clock. I have church at 7:30. But I'm telling you, this is why coloring chocolate is so time consuming. Okay. So that's a light green to me, okay? I'm going to add a little bit of yellow in there to kind of brighten up that tone a little bit, like make it pop a little bit more. You can definitely stop here, because for me, this is mint. This is mint to me, okay? But we're going to add a little bit of yellow. And to make it a little bit more brighter, I can add baby blue. I think I do have baby blue. I wasn't planning to, honestly, but I can add some blue. Let me show you guys two different, I guess, mints.
Hey guys.
You already said hi like 4 times, girl.
Well, that's because you were talking.
Yes, that's mint. Thank you, because that to me, that no wonder. I honestly added some, and I was like, it's kind of turning like a nasty color. That's because I was adding orange. This looks yellow, but it was orange.
What is it?
It was turning like a, not a mint color that I was looking for. I was like, why is this happening?
It still kind of looks like
it looks like green, but I added orange. But it kind of toned it down too much. I wanted a brighter, and then it went to...
Hi, Emma, again? Is that what it says?
Yeah, because you already said hi like 10 times. All right. Let's add some yellow this time. This is yellow. I'm going to have to add more green, because it toned it down too much. Look, as long as you do your research, you don't start with just, let me start mixing some colors in there. Do some research. Go on Google and do some research. If you have your base, meaning you know that you're going to use more green, a little bit more of yellow, a little bit of blue. Once you have those 3 shades, you know kind of what to do. It won't turn into an ugly, like, caca color. You just have to play around with the color. So right now, it turned really like lime green, I think, because of the orange. Now I have like it looks very limeish. Let me add a little bit more green. But I feel like it's getting a little too dark for me. It kind of just lost its minty color to it. But because now it's looking more, not a super lime green, because to me it's brighter lime green, but it's kind of like a lime. Okay. Let me find my blue. My hands are literally, let me find some blue to add it just so we can see what happens. And my blue is all beat up. Don't judge it. So this is Chameleon, also blue. This will give you, it looks super dark there, but it gives you like a light blue. So I'm going to put a few drops just to see what would happen. Looks avocado. Yes, that's what I'm like. Yeah, avocado. That's the color. That's how it looks. So it didn't really change it that much. I'm gonna add a few, like a lot, because I'm trying to get like that tone of blue. So I added a lot in there. Salsa verde. I think someone's hungry. I added a lot of blue, so it completely changed it. But this was just me having, oh, I was supposed to dip in mint though. You guys, I'm sorry. You guys didn't remind me I was supposed to dip in the light green. Now it turned like to a turquoise. For those that wanted teal, here you go.
You send me text? Sorry, mama.
It's a beautiful color though. So for my people that wanted like a teal color, you guys got your way. I like this color. It's a really nice, it's a nice color. But se me pasó la mano. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It all started when I picked up the damn orange. Oh. Next time I gotta pay attention. Okay, I'm gonna dip 2 cake pops in this. All right, let me know the next color. We have forest green or coral. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so if you guys want to do teal, it's green, blue, and some yellow. And some orange, I guess. Alright, coral. Okay, I'll do coral. Okay. While we're waiting for that to dry, this is coral right here. What do you guys think? What do you guys think for coral? I'm gonna go for it, ya que I'm not gonna wait because I want to keep it going. It is a nice color. Look at that color. It's beautiful. Orange pink. It's a beautiful color. Okay, you guys are, Elizabeth says red and white. I love the color you made. Me too. You guys got 2. You guys got lucky. I did, my original was mint. And I should have stopped before I added the orange. I killed it with the orange, but it's all right. It happens. It's beautiful. Brown and orange. Okay. So I'm going to put this to the side. We don't need it anymore. Okay, let's finish up. Okay, let's finish up. I got to go to church. That looks like a Tiffany blue. Tiffany blue to me has more green, more of a greenish tone than this. But it's close to Tiffany blue, but not quite. Okay, so for coral, we are going to mix pink and orange. Okay, so I see more of a pinkish tone. So I like to start with pink first. Yeah, I'm gonna start with pink. So once again, my chocolate's kind of semi-melted, so I'm gonna put it in there. Alright, and so for pink, we're gonna be using Chef Master pink. And for the orange, we're gonna use the chocolate chameleon one. Okay? Why do I use two different brands? For those that have been following me for quite a while and have taken some of my classes, you guys know that Chef Master, I love their red, their black, their hot pink. I like the purple, and I like their blue because I can do I can do royal blue with Chef Master blue. The chameleon one is gonna give me like a light tone of blue, so no. And then for a chameleon brand, I like the orange, the yellow, and the baby blue. Okay, the other colors, red, black, they're good. They're good. It's just that I've been using Chef Master for 7 years, and I like it better. Chef Master yellow, orange, and green can thicken up your chocolate. So that's why I buy both. And I'd rather pay a little bit more for the chocolate chameleon and save myself the headache of dealing with thick chocolate. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start with some pink. Chef Master pink, it's very concentrated, so you only need a little bit. You don't want to go overboard with the pink, so I'm going to add that much just to start us off with. I'm going to mix it, and that already is really pink. I'm going to show you guys. We only added a little bit, and it's already like a light, so you want to be careful with the pink. Looks like bubble gum from the maquinitas. Okay, so it's darker than it looks. Okay, right there it looks like a very light tone of pink. It's pink to me from here. Okay, so I'm gonna start grabbing some orange, and we're gonna put some orange in there. I'm gonna start with a little bit just to get the tone. Let me see what I'm working with. Do I like the way it's going, or you know what? Nope, it is not working. You know, so you want to start off with a little bit and build it up. Okay. So I added a little bit. Now I can see a little bit of orange tone in it, but not quite there. So I'm going to add a little bit more orange. Added quite a lot. All right. To me right now, it's looking more of a peachy color right now. Let me show it to you guys. Now it kind of just looks peachy to me. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more pink. Okay, because it lost kind of the pinkish tone to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of pink. And I might add some yellow in there. Might want to go darker on both colors because it's a little too light for me, but it is changing. I wish you guys can really see it. Maybe from there you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna make it darker, so I'm gonna add a lot, and then I'm gonna have to add more pink because it's a little too light. I wanted a little bit more darker, darker tone. Okay, so you always just start off with little and mix the colors and see where you're at. Do you need more pink? Do you need more orange? Do you want to go darker? Do you want to go lighter? But it's all about just having the primary colors. I don't even know if these are primary colors, but you know, but just the base of your stuff. So I'm gonna keep adding orange because I just want darker. So now it's dark. Yes, orange is a must for coral, yeah. Okay, so I have a darker orange now. You guys can see it more. It's not so peachy, not so light. Okay, I'm gonna add more. So yes, we're using a lot of coloring, and this is only Not even a pound of chocolate. Okay, so you guys ask me all the time, how do you get bold colors? A lot of coloring goes into them, and a lot of filter. Okay, so now I don't see no pink because the orange took over. Okay, the orange has taken over, and it's darker than it looks. Okay, in person it looks much darker. Okay, I'm gonna add a few drops of pink now, like 2. I added 2 drops because I don't want to go overboard because the pink is strong. You're just gonna play it by ear, and I mean by sight, I would say. You're gonna
Oh.
Okay, it's getting that coral tone. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it though. I see the pink in it now. I'm gonna keep adding pink because I want more of a pinkish tone in there. And we did add a lot of orange, so it kind of needs to match up. And still super smooth. I don't think I want to add red. I might add yellow, but I don't think red. But I see coral. In here, I see pink and I see orange. Okay? Mine's a little bit more brighter than this. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. And this is what we're trying to match. It's pretty much there. Just with the color of the screen, the thing is kind of off a little bit. But it's pretty much there. Okay. No, I'm gonna stop. It's there. I can see the pink and I can see the orange. Okay, so I'm gonna take my gloves out and I'm gonna dip my 2K pop. So I will think about posting. It's a lot of work, you know, posting the cake pops and the colors that I used. And the question that I know that I'm gonna get a lot is, well, how much? And I can't tell you how much. You know, you guys saw that I squirted a lot, and it's hard for me to keep track that. You know, for half a pound of chocolate, I use 6 drops and 7 drops of this. I will think about it. What I want to do in the future, and I had told you guys about it, is actually I actually said it when you guys voted. I had a lot of you guys wanted this live for free, which is, I totally get it. I'm more than happy to do it for free. Where are my K-pop sticks? But I had a lot of people. There was over 100 students who, and I say students because most of them are people that have taken classes from me before. They wanted a class on how to color chocolate because they want the support. Meaning, when they have an order and they can ask in the class, like, oh, dinner, I have an order for this and that, or even ask the other girls that are in the group and ask, how can I achieve this color? My order is coming up, and the class will be for that. And what I want to do is create a PDF file where I can, like, let's say these colors here that we did today, have a picture of the maroon and be like, you guys are pretty much saying like red and purple, more red than purple. It won't have the drops specifically because it's hard for me to sit there and measure it, but something like a guide for you for chocolate. Okay, so that class will be happening. It will happen after my cookie class. Okay, I'm gonna dip these because I gotta do the last color, which is forest green. The brand of the brand of the colors you. Okay. Oh yeah. I can do that. I can do that. I can definitely. That's not hard. I thought like. I don't know if Sandra, it was you that said that, but. Yeah, I can repeat myself again. You guys have a pencil? Yes, I would love that. I would pay for a class like that. Thank you. I would pay for a class. Thank you guys. Okay, yeah, Wendy. I got it. I will do that. I don't have a problem doing that. I can do that for you. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, Wendy. All right. I'm going to do forest green. While I'm melting forest green, I'll tell you guys so you guys can be ready. Okay. So, I didn't show you guys this one. My cake was a little deformed, but it kind of looks like a peachy color. You guys probably don't see the pink in it, but I do. And here it looks pinkish. Okay. So, for green, especially a dark color like this, you're going to need a lot of coloring. A lot. So, I'm going to add some green. This green, I thought I grabbed Merkins, but it's actually Alpine. And Alpine is not the best at melting. It's thick. So I'm going to add some white, and I'm going to add some candy melt in there. Alright. And this is going, I have to do this in 15 minutes, you guys, because I literally have to leave in 15 minutes. So I'm going to stop yapping and... What? No, there's not. She probably told you the opposite. Okay. What, the chocolate. Okay, listen. For Chef Master. Okay, right. Chef Master. Got it? Red. Black. Pink. Violet. And blue. For chocolate chameleon, yellow, orange, and it's called blue, but it's a light blue. Okay. I put a lot of time in there because I needed to melt quickly. Don't do as I'm doing. Okay. So those are it. Chocolate chameleon, the violet, the rose, the peach, all of those are good colors. Don't get me wrong, they're good colors. It's just that I wouldn't buy peach because I know how to make peach with the orange and white. I know how to do it. Peach, it can give you a skin tone. I do have peach, but I'm saying I rather just buy orange and just do that. But they do work. It's just that I have a preference, I guess. All right, and I hope you guys got all that. You're welcome, Wendy. No problem. All right, so mixing it. It's a light tone. I'm gonna put it in more. So, what colors do you guys think for this one? What colors are we going to be mixing? Let me know. Wendy says brown. Black and green. Green, blue, and brown. I am going to be doing those three colors. So I'm going to be doing green. No, actually not brown. I'm not doing brown. I'm going to be doing black, green first, because it's a green base color. Green, black, and blue. The Chef Master blue. Okay, so, and I have, this color is tough. This color is tough because it's a, I don't know if you guys can tell from there, but it's a very deep color. Right here, it kind of looks like a teal turquoise green, but honestly, in person, it's you guys saw on Instagram. On Instagram, you guys can see the picture, the colors better. Let me put gloves on because I don't want to get off. Go to church with racing my hands like this and literally my whole hand black or something. It's a tough color to achieve, only because it's super deep, but we're gonna do it. All right, pray for me. All right, so I'm gonna add a lot of green, a lot, because it's a deep color. I have literally 14 minutes to achieve this color. Can we do it in 14 minutes, you guys? I'm so glad that I picked 4 colors and not like, let's do 8. We'll be here 2 hours. Alright, so it turned into a green. If you guys ever want a green color, this right here would be for you. And some of you guys did ask, how do I get a green color? Well, here you go. Literally just a lot of coloring. Okay, once I have kind of a base, more of a, okay, green, we have green down, we're going to add some black. Okay, you don't want to go overboard with the black, but you do need a lot just because it's a deep color. Okay, so we're going to add some black. Okay. Wendy, instead of owing me a Starbucks card, I think you guys should give me a hand massage. I'm getting cramps. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I put it in black. And at first it's going to scare you. Like, OMG, what did I do? Don't worry about it. Keep mixing. But you're going to need a lot. Because right now, literally, we're not even close to getting a really deep color. Okay, so I'm going to add more black in there. You pour like 14 seconds count. Hey, I like that, Sally. That's a good idea of measuring. How many seconds do I squirt the bottle for? I guess I would have to say how much pressure am I putting on it too. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how it's looking. It still looks green. Okay. I'm going to add more black. And I'm adding a lot because I need to darken it up. It's too greenish now. But forest green, for some of you guys, forest green, it's a really deep, deep color. Dark. You deserve a spa day. Thank you. Okay, so it's probably going to look the same too, but now I can tell it's just changing. It's changing. Okay. I'm going to add some blue. When you're going to add the blue, just start off little and then see what happens to it. I'm going to add like 3.5 squirts. And I'm going to go from there. Be careful not to add too much because it's going to start going from green to another color. So blue, you don't want to add too much, but you do need it in there. And I did read somewhere, I think on the color chart, it did say to add brown, but I don't want to add brown. If I can just stick to coloring the colors, it's good for me. Okay, I need to go darker. I'm going to add black. Now I'm adding a lot because I need to really deepen it up. Okay, now it's getting dark, like a really dark green, like kind of like an army green, which kind of almost is like a forest green. I hate that you guys keep seeing the same color. Like, it literally looks the same every time I show it. It looks green. but it's changing, I promise. I'm going to add a little bit more blue, and then I'm going to add probably more green, because it's kind of losing its green tone just a little bit. Even though on the screen it shows like it's literally green. But I'll probably be able to show you guys better when I dip it in the cake pop. So I'm going to go in with more green. Let me show you guys. Probably from there it doesn't look too... I'm going to add more green. A lot. So you guys, this is a lot of work, yes. And it's with practice. Once you start doing the like odd colors like this and more fancier colors, you'll get the hang of it. I know what it's like to look at colors, because when I first started, I'll be like, how do I even obtain that color? Like, no, I don't even know. Your mind goes blank and your brain is like, I don't know. But Googling it, royal icing and frosting, it'll give you an idea. I hate that it looks green to you guys. Like, it just looks green. But let me show the picture. I can definitely go darker, like add black, because right now it's more on the green side than a little bit more black. See? I have like 8 minutes, so let me add a little bit more black in there to make it a little bit deeper. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the cake pops dry, because you're asking if it will deepen after it sits. I don't think it deepens up enough for you to be like, let me stop here and then the color is magically going to appear like royal icing. I don't think that happens. It gets darker, but not like super darker. I'm going to stop there. I know it looks green to you guys, but I'm telling you, it's on my side, it's a dark green. Okay. I'm going to dip my cake pop, and then I'm going to show you guys, compare it to the colors, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking. But all right, let me... get my cake pop here, and I'm going to need another stick because my other stick fell. Alright. Do you guys have any questions? Okay, it's not dry yet, so if it falls, it's because I didn't wait for it to dry. So I'm going to go in there. Okay, and I did see a question if it's changing the color. I mean the taste. I will taste the green one for you guys, but honestly, I have tried and tried so many times. I have tried many times to taste what you guys taste, and I don't taste it. I just taste chocolate. But I will taste the green one. I even had Emma taste it. I'm like, Emma, taste it. If she's in the shower, else I would bring her over here so you guys can believe me. It's a pretty dark green, honestly. I'm telling you the truth. Alright, I'm going to taste it. I don't want to put my finger on there because honestly, I do it all the time. I mean, not for orders. I'm saying like when I'm live, I'm like, this is not for anyone, but I don't want to get my... I don't want to. Let me just put this finger in. I don't need my whole hand in there. gonna taste that right there. Tastes like chocolate. Tastes like chocolate. Okay, let me show you the dry cake pops. Once again, the colors are off on the screen. If this is not the color here, we messed up if you guys came in late. This is a whole other, our pretty teal color. Okay, but literally it's that. And our coral. And the green hasn't dried yet, but it's drying already. All right. Any questions? I use a glass bowl. I don't think that's it. I don't think it's the glass bowl. Maybe your taste buds are just really strong. You can taste it, but I can't taste it. Okay. What do you do with the leftover chocolate? When there are for orders and it's white and pink and all of that, I use them. I can like literally save this right here. Actually, you know, I wanted to compare because one of you guys said that when it's wet and dry, it dries differently. So I'm glad that this is still not completely dry, so I can show you guys. So we can test, because I told you guys I wanted to test. So this chocolate right here is wet, and this is dry. So I'll leave it up to you guys, and you guys be the judges. If this looks darker to you than the wet. Definitely looks shinier, but I don't know. You guys, I don't know. You guys make your own, I don't know, assumptions, or I don't know. Perspective, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But wet chocolate, dark, okay? You guys tell me. So when it's leftover chocolate, you can cover it up and it reheats just fine. These colors right here, I told you guys, I don't have orders for any of this color, so I don't know. Maybe I'll use them for my K-pop class tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. I should. Okay. Looks the same, just matte. I think so too, but we all see colors differently, and yeah. Okay. That is it for today. How do I store my chocolate? If it's hot in the summertime, it goes in the fridge. If it's the winter time, around right now when it's kind of on the cold side, I leave it on the counter. But if it's during the summertime, it is stored in my fridge, because if it's not stored properly, it doesn't melt the same anymore. Okay? All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I told you guys coloring chocolate is not exciting. It's kind of boring, but you guys wanted it, so I gave it to you. All right. I'm going to head off to church now because I have literally 15 minutes to get there. All right. I left all the colors. Thank you. Thank you. Maribel, I don't know what you were going to ask me. It says how, dear. All same color. Thank you. No, thank you, guys. I'm reading the comments here, but I can probably see. I look very shiny. I look like I'm sweating. Am I sweating? No, I'm not. All right. Bye, you guys.